Hello, folks. Welcome back. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has declared an economic emergency as the ruling African National Congress unveils a sweeping 10-point plan to revive the country's faltering economy, even as labor tensions at Eskom escalate, with employees demanding 15% pay rise and mounting financial woes within the African National Congress threaten to deepen instability. The ANC hasn't paid its bills and it's bankrupt. Now, that's pretty entertaining. As you see, the African National Congress is the proximate cause of South Africa's economic malaise. They're solely responsible for the problems the country has. On Monday, October 6, 2025, while closing the African National Congress's National Executive Committee meeting, Ramaphosa outlined what he described as a new 10-point plan, which he said would boost economic growth and create jobs. Bad news, folks. Just a few hours ago, today, the 8th of October, 2 days later, the Governor of National Unity Partners have rejected Cyril Ramaphosa's 10-point plan, accusing him of rehashing old policies that the government had failed to implement in the past. Now, folks, it's understandable why the other coalition partners have rejected the plan. The plan is a juvenile effort by the very clueless rubes who are directly responsible for the implosion of the country's economy, owing to their unbridled racism, ineptitude, criminality, and aloofness. On his X account, ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula announced the ANC Economic Action Plan 10-point plan, including the key economic interventions the ANC will prioritize to accelerate inclusive growth and job creation. But this isn't a plan. There are no resources, no deadlines, no actions, or anything else even remotely resembling an economic plan of any sort. Folks, this looks more like someone plagiarized one of Stalin's 5-year plans and left out all the quantifiable end states, like producing 50,000 tons of steel annually or 10 million bushels of maize. It is a pathetic joke. South Africa continues to be crippled by persistently high unemployment, economic stagnation, pervasive corruption, criminal syndicates, land invasions, extortion, brain drain, and the ongoing electricity crisis. Speaking at the launch of the initiative at the NEC, Ramaphosa announced the creation of his economic war room within the presidency. This task force will coordinate government performance and track progress on job creation, state efficiency, and industrial growth. Oh, yay! Another useless patronage office to enrich unemployable ANC cadres. Ramaphosa said, "We're treating this as an emergency because it is one. The economic war room will ensure that government departments are held accountable, that delivery is tracked, and that South Africans see the impact of our actions." Folks, I'd laugh, except that this is so sad for South Africans. When has the ANC ever been held accountable for anything? Any plan it's ever put forward? Even a plan with actually achievable measures? There are none in this. There are no measures in this. So let's take a brief look and analyze ANC's purported plan, as well as offer a few modest suggestions that are actually more akin to solutions than what the ANC has presented here. Action Plan 1 by the ANC. Use electricity tariffs and investment in transmission infrastructure to drive economic activity. Use electricity tariffs. How? ANC-led municipalities owe Eskom tens of billions in rand in unpaid tariffs already. How are you going to use the payments for electricity that aren't occurring? Are you going to improve collection? That would be an achievable goal, potentially. And what resources will you use to invest in this transmission infrastructure? You have no money. Folks, these are not solutions. Rather, they are simply aspirational statements with no legitimate action plan or resources identified. So, let me offer a few modest solutions for action plan number 1. Recover the tens of billions in unpaid tariffs to finance new transmission infrastructure. Now, that is part of a plan. Restore the commando regiments to augment rural security and prevent the destruction of rural rails and depots. Scrap broad-based black economic empowerment. And break Eskom into regional entities, auction licensing rights to produce, transmit, distribute, and sell electricity regionally, linked to the national grid and the Southern African power pool. Now, those are plans. Those are quantifiable. Those are things that you can seek to achieve, not this gobbledygook that the ANC has put up here. So let's take a look at Action Plan 2. Accelerate the recovery of our freight and logistics sector. How? What are the resources? What is the timeline? Folks, this is not a solution. What are the priorities to achieve this goal? There are none listed. There are none provided. There is no plan. Go to the ANC's website, no plan published. Go to the ANC's Twitter account, no plan published. Go look for this. The only place you find it is once on the Twitter account and retweeted by Fikeli Mabalula. Nothing. It's vaporware. So let's take a look at action plans 3 through 10. Folks, that would take us another half hour. I don't want to waste your time. So let me just summarize what the ANC said in action plans 3 through 10. Blah, blah, blah. Hot air, empty promises, no vision. And there you have it. That's pretty much what the other 7 say. So we'll save a lot of time simply pointing out that there is nothing in any of the other action plans that offers anything even remotely resembling solutions or action plans. So, in summary, let me just offer a few genuine actions that can be applied here to save South Africa's economy. NBEE. Restore the commando regiments, fix the justice system, improve conviction rates by 50% to provide a deterrence to the criminals operating in South Africa. Fully fund and adequately train the police. Strike down, excise 145 race-based laws. Conduct lifestyle audits annually for government officials, office holders, police, and senior military. And protect property rights. Oh, and did I mention end broad-based Black economic empowerment? Now, those are solutions. Those are things that can fit in a plan, not this nonsense the ANC is desperately trying to foist onto an illiterate, uneducated public that it hopes will vote for it in the coming municipal election. What say you, South Africa? This didn't take much effort or time. Imagine what competent, intelligent, rational thinking people could come up with a real plan if they had political power in South Africa. But instead, you face this garbage. What say you, South Africa? Mzansi. Cheers.